Good evening, Freedom fans. We are back with Freedom Face Off, and tonight's Freedom 14 live will be with the heavyweight Freedom USA champion Adam Reynolds versus the challenger Darius Sheffield. Without further ado, let's invite both of them in. Adam, you're invited. Both fighters have been invited. It's going to be a crazy heavyweight fight. Darius is in the house.
How you doing, man?
Good, good. Adam, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going, Rami?
Good, bro. So, without further ado, let's kick this off. Let's start with the champion. Adam, please introduce yourself to everybody tuning in.
What's going on? Adam Reynolds. Like Rami said, I'm the current Freedom champ. Trained out of Prime Muay Thai in Lisle, Illinois. Yeah, ready to go July 8th.
Darius, please introduce yourself to the Freedom fans. This is your first time on Freedom, so we're happy to have you. Let everybody know who you are.
Yeah, my name is Darius Sheffield. I train out of Rising Tide Academy in Columbia, Maryland, and I can't wait.
Adam, this is going to be your first title defense for your Freedom USA title. You're coming off of a great experience in the biggest tournament in the world. How do you feel?
I'm excited. Mixed feelings. Like you said, it was such a big tournament. So, in a way, you kind of feel, humbled. Definitely humbled to be there. Definitely blessed just to even make it there and be able to perform on that stage. But at the same time, I'm coming off a loss. So you got that hunger where it's like, I'm trying to get right back in that win column, get right back to putting together another win streak here. So mixed feelings, definitely felt like, wow, what an experience, what a blessing to be able to compete. But losing in the semifinals, obviously the goal was to win it all. So just hungry to get another win.
For those that don't know, IFMA is not just a tournament. It's not anybody can even go to that tournament. So I just want everybody that's tuning in with the funny comments that IFMA is something that you don't just can participate in. Only the best of the best literally can go there. So all respect to you, Adam, for getting opportunity to represent this country and performing the way you did against professional fighters. Mind you, these two American stars, Darius and Adam, are amateurs. But yet Adam went and competed against professional fighters. So all respect to you, Adam.
Can I say something real quick? I just want to say that, Adam, don't look at that as like you lost. You went out there and you represented the USA to you should be proud of your bronze medals. You should be proud of what you did out there. I'm proud to that you went out there and did that, and I'm excited to fight you. It's an honor to fight you. You should hold your head up high because you went out there and you represented the way you're supposed to. Win, lose, or draw. I always say win, lose, or draw, man. You're already winning. You're doing something that not too many people did, so be proud of that, and I'm proud of you for that, and congratulations.
That's awesome, man. All respect. You're a real professional, Darius. So we're talking to Darius. Darius, you basically wanted this fight.
Yeah.
Why? What made you think about doing this?
This is a legacy fight. How many people go up 2 weight classes and challenge the champion? I respect Adam a lot, and I know this is a fight that gets me, it gives me anxiety. It makes me push myself in the gym. So when I get in that ring, I know I've done everything that I can to try to beat Adam. And I'm just looking for all challenges. I was looking to fight Jabril. That's my guy though, or Remy, but I didn't want to cut weight. I didn't want to get that low. So I was just like, who is the next best thing. And Adam is I seen him at IFMA. You know, he won. I think I asked you about him after he won his first IFMA fight, and I watched it, and I
You
was like,
did.
that's something.
After the victories when you you mentioned.
So I want to. I'm looking for all the challenges, and Adam is the next challenge in my way, and I want to see if I'm good enough to beat him.
So you're right. People don't usually do stuff like this where they go up 2 weight classes to fight the champion. And we're not just talking about any champion, but let's say you win this belt. Is this weight class something that you want to keep at?
Yeah.
I know you fight at way lower.
Yeah, no, this is between this and probably like 85. So I've already fought at 85 before. But this is probably where I want to be at. I don't really want to cut weight no more. Cutting weight sucks. So I'm gonna do what I can to stay here. I actually want to fight. If I can beat Adam, I want to fight somebody that he's already fought and that's already beaten him in Lavelle. I've been scouting. I've been looking at the best of the best, and I'm trying to challenge myself as much as possible. So I'm looking to fight all the top dogs at this weight class if I can.
All respect, Adam. Hearing this, what comes to your mind?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, I got respect for Darius too. I got respect for a lot of my opponents, and kind of like he said, it was a legacy fight for him. You know, I hope it's the same for me too. You know, when I look back at it, you know, as a fighter, I don't want to be judged on like wins and losses. I want to be judged on the guys I went in there and competed against. So I want to fight the best of the best. So. You know, I think Darius is just a little bit behind where I was at or where I'm at right now in terms of he's still up and coming, still making a name for himself. So when it's all said and done, I hope he's one of the best in the country and proves it to be true. So, you know, at the end of the day, I can say that, you know, we went out there and competed.
All respect, man. So last time you came here with somebody that was, you know, multiple-time champion. You were able to walk away with this belt in front of your hometown. You continued fighting and continued winning, going to Thailand and fighting professional fighters. Like, where's your mind state now? Like, are you coming back saying, I'm hungry because I lost, or are you coming back thinking, I fought the best pros in the world, I'm here to make a statement? Like, what's your mindset?
A little bit, definitely a little bit of both. You know, like I mentioned earlier, just coming off that loss, it's just that extra hunger after a loss where you're like, man, I gotta like, no disrespect, but I gotta take it out on the next guy, because you as a competitor, that's what we all want to win. We all want to. So when you get that loss, it's kind of that bittersweet feeling, or that bitter taste in your mouth. But like you said, just coming off competing in IFMA, trying to build that, still build that momentum off that, knowing like, okay, you know, these guys are the best of the best. I went out there, competed, left it all out there. So let's build off that, keep that momentum going, and just keep trying to prove that I'm the best one, best heavyweight around, best heavyweight in this country.
Darius, what can you tell us about Adam's style?
He likes to fight off the back foot. He is very long and he's very rangy. Has a good teep. I'm ready to feel that teep. I've been really practicing defending that. But he has a good clinch and he's very strong. I can definitely see that he's very strong, and I can't wait to test my strength against him. I think he might be surprised at how strong I am and what I can do in there. I feel like a lot of people don't really think I can fight at this weight class. So I can't wait to prove myself that, you know, I'm here to stay.
Now, Adam, what have you? Obviously, Darius did some research on you, some studying on you. Have you done any type of studying on your opponent?
Yeah, I've seen a couple fights. Wasn't able to find a ton, but I have seen a couple fights of Darius. He moves well. Switch stance, fight both orthodox southpaw, something that I'll do as well. So, yeah, I mean, stylistically, I think this is a very intriguing matchup. Just in terms of the footwork, the movement, the angles, the stance switches that I think you'll see. I think this will be a fun fight.
What would you say, Adam? What would you say is something that you gotta do to make sure you defend your belt?
I think, I mean, it's no secret I'll be the taller fighter. I think Darius 6'1", maybe.
6'2".
But either way, 6 foot. Okay, so yeah, either way, just use that range. I think just kind of make sure use the height to my advantage. You know, I can hit him when he can't hit me, and when he steps in, you know, make him pay, or whether we want to, if I clinch up in those situations, things like that. But just use the reach to my advantage and try to play that game.
So that's the obvious is to the key to winning and becoming, and still is to use that reach. Darius, on your side, what do you say you have to do to make sure you leave the champion in front of his hometown?
That's why I say that I love the fact that it's in front of his hometown. I've been the challenger before, coming to somebody else's hometown, so I love that. It puts a lot of pressure on me. I know the crowd's gonna be on his side, so that's number one. But I guess I gotta press him. I guess, you know, from the time the bell rings to the fight's over is go for it.
Now, before we continue, if anybody here live, we have a lot of people tuning in. If you guys want to come in and talk to either the champion or the challenger, feel free to request. If you have to be in the live, or if you have any questions, you can comment your question, and we'll be happy to ask them to either fighter. Now, why I can't help but feel like, Darius, you're really excited, and you're like, you want this, you want this challenge. You're stepping up in weight class. You go into his hometown. Like, all odds is against you. Why and how? I'm excited that you're excited. And that alone makes me be like, damn, this fight is going to be fire. What makes you feel this way?
Because I've always been the underdog in everything I've ever done in life. You know, I come from nothing. I always say that a lot. I come from nothing. So this is no different than what I've always dealt with in my life. Is, you know, I'm gonna show everybody why I feel I'm the best striker or the best Muay Thai fighter in the U.S. at 91 kg.
Adam, you're coming again in front of your hometown for freedom. Now, is this something? Let's say you win this belt, you defend your title. Is this a weight class that you look to stand in, or you go down, or you go up, or what's in the future for you?
No, I'm pretty comfortable right around 200 pounds, 91 kg. So, yeah, I think this is a weight class I still got to hold down for a little bit. You know, maybe in the future we look at shifting that one way or the other. But, yeah, I still want to make my stamp here, defend this belt a few other times, staying right at 91 kg or right around 200 pounds.
Now, both of you gentlemen basically gave us the hint that both of you are good with your weight. You're not weight cutting. I'm gonna ask Darius first. There's a lot of fighters recently. It's been going on. They're missing weight. They're having trouble cutting weight. They're not living like an athlete. What can you say to these fighters that miss weight? And how do you feel about fighters who miss weight?
I'm a fighter that's missed weight multiple times. I was still learning, you know, how to cut weight, and I was also doing it on my own. So what I can tell, and then this is why I moved up and I'm at where I'm at, because I felt like I was creating a eating disorder with the weight cuts, and, you know, I just was like, I don't want to cut weight no more. You know, I want to stay disciplined in this weight class, and I feel like it's a lot easier to do that. But I'll just tell everybody to make sure you talk to a professional, because your body and your body is important.
That's key right there, to talk to a professional. 100%. Adam, the same question. What do you say to those people that missed weight? Like, how do you feel about people who miss weight, and what can you recommend?
So I think I used to be really hard on guys missing weight. Until I still haven't missed weight. A teammate of mine missed weight recently, and just kind of seeing it and seeing it happen to other fighters, knowing, you know, that they are trying, and there's just times where, you know, stuff happens, and, you know, like Darius mentioned before, talk to a professional, make sure this is something you're doing right, because ultimately it's risky, and, you know, you're at risk for more than just not making the weight class. You know, you could put yourself in danger. So yeah, I've been fortunate. I don't cut a ton of weight. So it's not something I've ever had to really deal with really grueling weight cuts, but yeah, just having seen it exposed recently, like you said, Rami, it's been happening a lot. So I think it's more and more important, especially as you start moving up, you get to the higher levels, that you make sure you're doing things the right way, doing things the safe way.
Now, for everybody that's listening right now, since we're talking about weight and people who miss weight, in a title fight, for those that don't know, the person that misses weight is automatically out of the chance for getting the belt. Let's say the champion wins. Let's say the champion misses weight, and the fight does go through. The champion automatically vacates the belt and cannot even win the belt, even if he wins the fight. But the challenger who did make weight, if he wins the fight, he does get the belt. But the champion, if he missed weight and he wins the fight, he does not get the belt. The other way around, the champion makes weight, but the challenger doesn't make weight. If the fight goes through, even if the challenger wins, he does not get the belt. This is an international rule, and we've had this actually happen before on Freedom, and people were questioning, why did the person that win did not get the belt? That's the reason why. If you miss weight, you don't deserve to win the belt if you missed weight. I hope everybody can understand that and respect that. We have some questions here. Let's go back to them. Remy, Adam, Darius, how does your opponent stack up against your previous opponents? Better, worse, middle of the road? Sorry, I said Remy for some reason, but it's Jabril.
I'll say that Adam is going to be the best person I've ever fought. None of my opponents stack up to him. He's the top dog, and yeah, I don't see none of my opponents would even dare come up to this weight and try to fight him. So, he's the best person I will ever fight right now so far.
Adam, same thing for you. How does your opponent stack up against your previous opponents? Better, worse, middle of the road?
I mean, the toughest dude.
Adam, I think your Wi-Fi is cutting, bro. It's been cutting on us from the beginning.
Oh, my bad. Am I good? You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I think the Russian guy I fought in IFMA was probably my toughest opponent. Was super tough. And then there's there's a handful of really good American guys I fought. A lot of them are East Coast. Darius mentioned one, Lavelle out of Boston. Alex Brown out of Boston, really good fighter. He had a good performance today against Aaron Ortiz at the TBAs. Shout out both those fighters. Shout out Aaron for getting the belt. Alex, great performance. So yeah, I mean, I've definitely fought some of the best 200-pound guys. And it's hard to say how Darius stacks up because, like we said, he is moving up. So it's going to be interesting. I'm interested to see how he stacks up. But I think he'll present a couple challenges, you know, being coming up a weight class, having that quickness, stuff like that. So
We have another question. Let me go down. Darius, explain to the fans what is grind season.
Um, so if you really want to get into it, so I was homeless about six years ago. And I don't know, I just started saying it like to keep me like going and to keep me pushing and to keep me from getting out of that situation. And I mean, it's self-explanatory. You know, we work really hard, and I was pushing myself to my limits even when I was homeless and I didn't have food to eat or a place to sleep at. I was just putting myself in uncomfortable situations, even in an uncomfortable situation, and it didn't stop. You know, it was from that moment on. That was my life. It was, you know, grass season.
Someone asked earlier, Adam, what is your record in height?
so I'm 12-4 now, and I'm about 6'5".
I heard you were 6'7".
6'7"? Nah. I could get away with 6'6" on a basketball roster, but not 6'7".
Okay, I said you were 6'7". I was like, I don't know, man. They said 6'5", but
yeah, nah, 6'5".
Okay.
We have another question. Adam, explain why your motivation in the ring is. What your motivation in the ring is.
So originally, you know, when I started doing this, it was kind of, I just needed something. I grew up a college athlete, I grew up an athlete, ended up playing college ball. And after that ended, I was just kind of lost. Didn't know what to do with my life just because all I'd ever known was competing, you know, being an athlete, playing sports. So when that ended, I didn't know what to do. Kind of just was in a bit of a funk, bit of a depression, got extremely overweight. Then my first son was born. And I just realized, like, hey, you're not a good example for this kid right now, for your son. So I knew I needed to make some lifestyle changes. Part of that was, you know, getting myself in shape. So found Coach Sonny's gym in Lisle, Illinois, Prime Muay Thai. Shout out, Coach. Started losing a lot of weight. Just really fell in love with the sport and just wanted to get active in competing again to just set the example, you know, for my son. And then me and my wife have had a couple more kids since then. But just to set the example for my kids, to be a better man, better leader for them. And part of that was being healthy and just being able to fight through life. You know, it's tough. It gets tough at times. And just martial arts has taught me a lot more about life than I've realized, just that I've learned through fighting. So I'm extremely grateful.
That's a great motivation, without a doubt, man. You bring up your coach, Sonny, and your gym. With that said, Darius, tell us the name of your coach and your gym.
My gym is Rising Tide. My coach is Justin Granger. We have a few coaches there, but he's like the top guy. He's fought before, and he is just very knowledgeable, and you know, I respect him a lot, and I whatever he tells me to do, I do. So
Awesome, man. That's good to know. Now, something that I gotta ask both of you guys this. You know, there's got to be a winner. There's got to be a loser. I want your opinion in this. And I'm sure both of you have seen this before, where somebody lost and either that fighter or the coach says, "We didn't lose, we learned." I can't tell you how much that pisses me off.
Yeah.
You know, I can't tell you how much that pisses me off. As a fighter, as a coach, you should not be okay with that statement. What's your opinion on that? Because before you answer, you learn when you win, you learn when you lose, but you win or lose.
Right.
There's no, you either win or learn. So what's your opinion on that? Darius, you can answer that question first.
It doesn't really I have no opinion on it because I know what the sport entails and I know what can happen. So I know that either I'm a win or I'm a lose. You know, I'm not okay with losing, but I can't put a lot of stress on it because I don't want to. It's going to drive me crazy. It's probably going to put me in like. So my first 2 fights I lost. And my first one was really hard on me. I was not depressed, but like I was going through some stuff, and it was very emotional for me because I really wanted to win. And after that, I said, you know, we're just going to try to fight. I look at the ties and how they go and operate, and you know, they go out there and they try to fight hard. They show big heart. It's not about how many times they lost. It's about like what did they do in that fight. So. I don't really care about winning or losing. I just want to fight the best people I can fight, and hopefully I can make the people around me proud that I perform the way that they want.
100% I agree. Losing is not like at the end of the world, especially in our sport. You know, we're not going to become a millionaire, and life doesn't end when you win, even if you win by knockout. Same thing if you lose. It's not like it's the end of the day. Even as a pro fighter, winning or losing is not going to end up changing our career, you know, because our sport is not where we would like it to be, where that loss or that undefeated record is going to mean anything.
And you said something that was very like that I really take, and you said that you don't care about your fighters whether they win or lose as long as they go out there and they hurt somebody or they you know they go out there to try
remember that.
That's how I take it. Like as long as I go out there and try to, you know, do what I know I can do, then I'm okay with the results.
100%. Adam?
Yeah, I kind of, I mean, I get, like, I understand what people are saying when they say win or learn. And kind of like Darius touched on, I think it's just trying to take that attitude where you're not going to let the loss weigh you down or deter you or stop you. So I understand it when it comes from that perspective, but yeah, ultimately, like you said, it's win or lose. And my whole life I've been as competitive as they get. This is why I do this. I mean, this is what I could, you know, I could get in shape and be a great role model for my kids without competing, but this is something I love to do. I love to test myself. I want to see, how do I stack up? How do I stack up against the best Muay Thai fighters in the world? You know, right now it's about proving how do I stack up against the best Muay Thai fighters in this country. And after I do that, then it's back to the world stage and try to prove I can hang there again. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, win or learn. I understand the sentiment, but yeah, I'm trying to win.
I hear that. They got a question here. I guess it can go to both of you. Darius first. Are there any fighters from the past or the present who you admire or look up to?
A couple. One of my favorite fighters is Reynolds, Muay mat fighter. That's like pretty much my style. Raymond Decker's somebody I really look up to, and Sam Core. Those are my top 3.
Good choices. Adam, anybody in the past, present?
No, to be honest, I don't have a ton of favorite fighters in terms of legends in Muay Thai. I like watching a lot of amateur fights. I'm always watching the Freedom cards, a lot of the other amateur cards. Some of my favorite current amateur fighters. Andy Kiker won a belt today at the TBAs. Team USA was looking great. My guy Dom from Prime, Dom Sabiega, he won 195 belt, C-class, one of my best training partners. Aaron Ortiz took a belt. Obviously, Aaron's one of the best fighters. Jabril's one of my favorites as well. Team USA. A lot of these guys, honestly, I like watching a lot of the amateur fights. Team USA, Allie from Easton, I saw she won a belt today as well. So
yeah, the Team USA did good.
Mm-hmm.
I also like Amy Dukes, one of my favorite southpaws. She's a dog.
Shout out Amy Duke.
Yeah, she's
T Money coming off the world title fight.
She got robbed.
Yeah. She got robbed, bro. I don't know if you guys saw the fight, but T Money got robbed.
Yeah,
They
well,
did her dirty,
yeah.
bro.
That's what happens when you go to other people's backyard, y'all. You know.
I'm just saying, Darius, you're about to be in that
I
position. Just
know. No, I think that it's going to be very, very. I don't want to use that as an excuse. And also, if Adam beats me, I don't want anybody to say that I lost because I went up in weight. I want y'all to give him his respect. You know, if he beats me fair and square, do not use that excuse that I went up in weight to fight him. That I was thinking about that, and I was like, I just don't want people to think like or give me any sorrow because I went up or I moved up because it was my choice, and I wanna keep that. He beat me, then he got that.
some very known somebody said other people's backyards. Whew. So that was his comment. We all know what that comment is about. But for real, like whether you want to admit it or not, it's a thing. Like when you step into somebody's backyard, it's a thing. You gotta understand. You gotta do more. You
Mm-hmm.
gotta do more than what you usually do. And then there's a statement where like, oh, you gotta, if you want to beat the champ, you gotta like do big. And that also is another statement that I'm against. So it's like a thin line, very thin line. Like judges need to just judge a fight. It shouldn't matter whether he's the champion or whether no, the winner is the winner. It's not like if you're out of title, you got to do more, or you're the champion, you gotta make. No, it's about that fight. With that said, I'm a true believer of don't leave it to the judges, because I'm sure you both can agree, no matter where you go in this country alone, and let's say the judges are to a certain sanctioner body, they're going to probably look at different things, whether they tell you in the rules meeting or not. Judge A might like hands. Judge B might like clinching. Judge C might like something else, and that's the reality of it. So yeah, without a doubt, go out there and make a statement and don't leave it in the judge's hand. With that said, how do you see yourself, Adam, first? How do you see yourself winning and keeping the belt on you?
At the end of the day, I think I'll be comfortable wherever it goes. If we play the range game, that's cool. If we want a boxing range, slug it out a little bit, it's cool too. If we clinch, that's also great. So yeah, at the end of the day, I'm comfortable wherever. I feel like I have a lot of ways I can come out and figure out a way to win this fight. So wherever it goes, I just see myself get my hand raised.
Darius.
Adam, have you ever been stopped before?
My first fight ever.
Okay, I want to
How? That's a good question. Mm-hmm. How?
Overhand right, got knocked out.
Was he shorter?
The person to do that.
He was 6'2", so yeah, he was shorter than me. But yeah, I had to learn the hard way. Coach used to tell me I didn't have my hands up, and I didn't believe him. And then
that's a
good way somebody showed me that I didn't have.
That's a good way to learn.
Yes.
No, I want to be the second person to do that. No disrespect to you, Adam. I respect you a lot, but I'm always looking for the finish. I'm never going to force anything, but I want to be. That's what I want. I want to get the stoppage.
So what we're hearing is that you're going to hear and new as the USA Freedom Champion by KO.
Yeah, I see myself, and I've seen myself ever since I asked for this fight, holding that belt, and I think to have 3 belts at 3 different weight classes would be epic for my legacy.
That's we're looking forward to it, man. Darius, any final words you'd like to say to your family, friends, everybody back home?
Only thing I gotta say is grind season. I see y'all July 8th.
Before I got one question. This is your first time on Freedom, Darius. You've been watching Freedom. Anything that you see that you don't like or that you do like that about Freedom?
I think that you have the best promotion in the world for amateurs and pros. You know, I was a gut check fighter for a long time, and I love Greg and I love gut check. But this is the highest level that I can get on. You know, this is like the highest. I get the best of the best on this level, and that's what I want. It's not just in one. Like, I'm going to Illinois, Indiana to fight. So, you know, I love what you're doing. I love what you do. I love that you give not just women but kids the opportunity to fight on your show. I love to watch the kids fight. I think they put on some of the best fights in that I've seen. So you're doing a damn thing, and I'm proud of you for that too.
Thank you, good brother. I appreciate that, bro. Adam, you come from a well-respected gym in Muay Thai in your area. What have you seen from Freedom that you like or you don't like since we've been to Hammond, Indiana?
Yeah, I think Darius kind of touched on it, and but yeah, from coming to Hammond last time, but not only that, but just watching, you know, a lot of the pay-per-views. My favorite thing about Freedom, like Darius said, is just the level of fighting. You know, everybody is like, if you're even to be on the card is like, you're a talented fighter. It's not just, you know, hey, we need to fill up this, you know, this X many fights, give me some bodies. Everybody who's fighting on Freedom is a talented Muay Thai fighter. So that's why I love your shows. That's why I buy the pay-per-views, watch Friday nights, you know, in New York, because of the talent level, you know, bringing out extremely talented fighters, pros, amateurs from all over the country, all over the world. That's my favorite thing about Freedom.
Thank you, gentlemen. Adam, anything you'd like to say to your family, friends?
Yeah. Obviously, shout out to my wife, my rock, my number one supporter, family, team at Prime Muay Thai. Shout out to all you guys. Couldn't do this without you. Shout out to my opponent, Darius. Part of me was kind of hoping, you know, he would talk a little smack or something, just to really get that gears going, leading into a fight. But no, you're extremely respectful, and I respect you as well. So I'm excited to share the ring with you and prove that you know, we're two of the best at this sport in the country.
Sam, I thought you was going to talk crap. I thought you was going to talk smack.
I was waiting for it because the last guy, I don't know if you remember, Rami, but the last guy
Yeah,
was
I did. Man, he lit a fire under the ass.
I was sitting here waiting. I'm like, man, if this guy says so. No, it was it was a great time.
This sport is not about disrespecting each other. You know, we're gonna fight, and that's it. And I hope that, I don't know if you drink beer. I hope we can share a beer after the fight. You can chop it up. I would love to talk to you. My girlfriend, first of all, let me say shout out to my girlfriend, because she was looking at me when you shout out your wife. So let me shout out her. We talking, like, me and her are pretty much alike. You know, I got 3 kids, and I pretty much do this for my kids, and to give them a better life and to give them something different. So, you know, I know I said I'm looking for the stoppage, but I hope that you give me a war. You know, that's what I'm hoping for. I hope it's the fight of the night, to be honest with you. I hope that we can give the crowd, I hope we can do it all for that night.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Good luck.
Shout out to both of you guys. Thank you to everybody who tuned in to watch this live. Make sure you watch this fight. This is going to be a huge heavyweight fight for the United States of America. In addition to that, we have a professional heavyweight world title fight. So there's some big heavyweight fights, you know.
I'm excited for that one too, Rami. I'm excited to see those boys go at it.
Matt Baker is huge.
Yeah, bro. It's going to be a crazy night of heavyweights with Darius, Adam, Matt Baker, and Paul coming from Canada. So you guys are in for a treat in Freedom 14. Make sure, if you're able to come in person, to be there. It's going to be crazy. Midwest is going to be on fire July 8th. And if you can't make it in person, you can order the live pay-per-view on FCLTV.com. I'm really excited. Thank you to Darius. Thank you to Adam. It's my honor to promote you both to the world. This is what Freedom is here. It's for fighters like you. Freedom is coming.
Freedom.
Thank you.
Is coming. Thank you. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Peace.
July 8th.
July 8th, inshallah.